Hello, everybody, and welcome to Professor P's podcast. I'm Natasha Palumbo, aka Professor P. I'm known for evoking the essence of spirituality by bringing the energetic fire, activating the mind, and speaking the truth. I'm so honored that you are here with us today. I thank you for joining. This podcast is focused on entrepreneurship, empowerment, and energetics. You're going to find a wealth of information inside, guest speakers, and the elixir, a dose of energetic power. So let us join in on today's podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Professor P's podcast. I'm so excited that you're with me again today. Thank you so much for joining me. Listen, we're going to be wrapping up our short semester here really soon. I've got this podcast for you, and in a couple weeks, I'll have one final one. I'm going to set you off with some elixir right before I close us out so we can take some time for the holiday season. And then I'll be back in the new year with a new semester of podcasts for you for the spring. So don't worry, I'll be back. But I'm going to drop this podcast right now on you. And in a couple weeks, I'm going to drop one final one. Today's topic is your entrepreneurial tip. Today, I need you to know your numbers. Know your numbers. I cannot give enough emphasis around the importance of knowing your numbers in business, knowing your numbers in your own life. If you have not already set and learned your money mindset, how you manage money, how you work with money, how you spend money, how you get money, you really need to assess. One thing I have all of my entrepreneurs do is track their money. What I actually had my money management success class, my personal finance class, do this semester, this short semester, was track their money. And they all came back telling me how eye-opening it was. So we're jumping right in with homework. I hope you got something to write with because I need you to write this down. Track your money, your spending. Because see, a lot of times we don't have an income problem. We have a spending problem. Ouch. I know that hurt just a little bit. Even your professor can have a little bit of a spending problem because I love to spend. I'm just letting you know, right? Which is why I need to go out there and make money so that I can spend the way I want to. But we can spend carelessly. And unless you're tracking, you really don't know how you're spending your money. So whether you're an entrepreneur or not, I want you to track your money for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. The longer you can track, the better. Again, the longer you can track, the better. So I want you to spend some time tracking your money. Start there. All of my entrepreneurs, if you can't handle your own money and how you manage it, you will never be able to handle the money and manage the money in your businesses. You will fumble it every time. Every time. Managing your money and knowing your numbers, they are instrumental in the control and success of your business. You will need to ensure that you take great care of your financial matters. It is also wise to get yourself some help with financial matters. Consider getting a CPA, that's a certified public accountant. Consider getting a really good bookkeeper to help you. But do not leave it in their hands. I have so many stories where people have trusted their bookkeeper or their accountant, and they have fumbled their money by taking it, stealing from them. Lawyers who can win case after case did not know how to read their financial documents, their profit and loss statements, their balance sheets, their income statements, their cash flow statements. They did not know how to read those very essential financial documents. Those statements are so important. Know your numbers. It is so important for you to know your numbers, everyone. Did you know that the wealthy have a language of their own? They absolutely do. The wealthy have a language of their own. And if you pay attention to it, you will be able to catch on to it. They speak stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and securities. They pay attention to the flow of money, not only in our country, but the world. If you're going to go from startup to success, you're going to need to understand the language of the wealthy. I want you to know your numbers. Please go sit and try to study how the wealthy speak. Listen to those who are dealing with stocks, bonds, mutual funds, securities. One of the things that they do right off the bat is they pay themselves first. Oh, but Professor, I'm just barely making it and I've got to put the money to the bills. It is a mindset shift, everyone. You need to learn how to pay yourself first. Even if you're taking 1% of your income that you earn and putting it away for yourself, you're learning how to pay yourself first. That 1% can grow to 3, to 5, to 10, to 20. But you are developing the behavior of saving for yourself. Now, let me tell you something about money. Money likes to move. It's meant to move. So when you're saving, I want you to save to invest. I want you to save to move your money. We're not saving for a rainy day because then we'll produce a rainy day. Did you catch that? Because your words matter and they have power. And if you haven't heard that podcast, make sure you go back and check it. It's in my earlier days. I want you to understand your income statement, your cash flow statements, your balance sheet, what it means to be in the black, what it means to be in the red. Again, I need you to know your numbers. One of the most important things that I ever did outside of earning all of my education and my MBA was I took one particular class, and I need all my entrepreneurs to go take this class. It is a managerial accounting class. You're going to run a business. You're going to need to know accounting. From a managerial standpoint, you're going to need to understand accounting. So it is really important that you take time to take that class or go find some workshops on it. Please do not do yourself a disservice. Go learn, educate yourself. We perish from a lack of knowledge, everyone. Yet knowledge is everywhere. It is so plentiful. This world is full of knowledge, and you have an ability to go and learn. And I want you to start today. After this, you're going to track your money. That's your homework. I want you to go look for managerial accounting or some type of basic accounting class or workshop. Please learn and understand what, if you only take one statement, let it be the income statement. Know what's coming in and going out in your business. And in your personal life, you can use an income statement as well. It can help you tremendously. I love my personal finance students right now. It's money management success, principles of money management success. And they're really hungry. Oh, they're so hungry. And I'm going to get ready to do a live lecture with them and activate their money and reset them and give them some empowerment today. And I'm so excited to be able to have that time with them because they are truly hungry. How many of you out there, you know this is my favorite part, where you raise your hands. Just raise your hands. How many of you out there are really hungry to grow your wealth, to grow in wealth, to understand your numbers, to be able to understand what income sheets are and what it means to have assets and liabilities and your owner's equity? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I see you. I feel you. Thank you for raising your hands. You know, I love this part. Listen, I'm speaking to the woman who was so poor, the man who was so poor. You come from poor upbringings. Ooh, but you're a wealthy woman today. You're a wealthy man today. And there is greater wealth inside of you to come forward, but you need to know your numbers. Those of you who have a desire to gain wealth and grow your wealth, know your numbers. Do not be intimidated by numbers. One of the things I see entrepreneurs struggle with all the time is projections, financial projections, understanding income and assets and liabilities and all the expenses. Don't be afraid of it. Look it head on. You are more powerful than the numbers on the page. You are more powerful than your bank account. Don't let your bank account dictate to you what you can do in this world. You better dictate to your bank account what you're about to do, which means you have the ability to gain and grow wealth. Abundance is a birthright, everyone. Abundance is a mindset, and abundance is far more than just material money. Material money. Abundance is luxury. It's time. It's deep understanding. It's profound knowledge. It's freedom. Woo! Freedom. But it will cost you. It will cost you time to be a scholar. It will cost you time to study and track your money and learn what you're doing. It will cost you poor relationships that you no longer need in your life that are taking from you and not giving to you. If your relationships are not growing you, I need you to get rid of them. Your relationship should always be growing you. You should be growing in your wealth. You should be investing in things and creating generational wealth. It is up to you to figure out and know your numbers and not be afraid of them. So I need all of my entrepreneurs and those of you who just simply want to gain more wealth wisdom to try tracking your money for the next couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Now I know we're entering into the holiday season and we do a lot of spending. So maybe you should try it at the top of the year. But if you wait on this, you are likely not to do it. I'm just letting you know. So just try it now. Try it for a week and to the penny, write down every little thing you spend money on to the detail. Make sure every penny is accounted for. So that is your first homework. The second homework is to go find yourself an accounting class, managerial accounting. Go and look on SBA's website in their learning center. They have some basic accountings. You can go to the University of YouTube and Google a basic accounting workshop. Learn it. Do not get into business not knowing your numbers, not knowing simple accounting, not being able to read your income statements, because you can entrust things to other people. And you are wise to do that, but you will always want to know your numbers. Don't let anyone else trick you because you didn't know your numbers and you hired them for a job that they are going to do for you, but we never know what can happen. And ignorance is bliss and can easily be taken advantage of. So I don't want to see what I have seen in the past happen to very intelligent people just because they were a genius in one area, but incompetent in another, which is their numbers. Know your numbers. Learn them. Track your spending. Analyze your behavior. Learn what you're doing out there with your money. Learn money management and mindset. Change your way of thinking. And go take some managerial accounting, basic accounting classes. Make sure you join me next time for my final podcast for this short semester. And as always, everyone, be well. Thanks, everyone, for listening today. I hope you received a lot out of that episode and are feeling energized and ready for whatever lies ahead. If you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate it if you'd share it out. Thank you in advance for doing so. Please also connect with me on social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Natasha M. Palumbo. And until next time, be encouraged, be empowered, and as always, be well.